Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to share a video with you today on how to replace a hard drive in a Windows 10 HP laptop. This is going to be the new hard drive that's gone in to replace the failed one that's already in there. So I'm going to show you how to replace this drive. First, you want to start by removing the battery pack. This button here just locks in. This button's spring loaded. One thing I want to make a note of is under these two rubber pieces, you have to actually pull them off. There's actually two screws that hold the bottom on underneath it. There and there. It took me almost an hour to figure out that the HP had screws like that, and they probably did that so that way people like you and me would get fed up and want to go and pay them to do this. Next, and if you notice on these HPs, there's no access points on it for the hard drive or the memory. Screws all there. Next best screw to take out is this one. This one that screw actually holds the CD-ROM drive in. There's actually a total of 14 screws to hold this bottom on. Once the screws are all loose, you gotta be careful so you don't lose them. So what you should do is try to ease it carefully, turn it over, allow the screws to fall out, and put them and store them somewhere safe until you're ready to put the bottom back on again. Now, I did tell you that this screw holds in the CD-ROM drive. You're going to have to pull that out. Once that's out, this just slides out like that. That's the CD-ROM drive. That's also that's also how you can replace the CD-ROM drive in these computers. Next, get the bottom off. It also clips itself in. Sometimes you have a screw that hangs on there for a moment. Next, carefully you gotta pop the bottom. Best way to do that is to take something skinny like the blade of a knife. Just be careful how far go in you go. Because now what you gotta do, you gotta go around and pop the bottom off, like so. You gotta be careful around the sides here, because on this side is where USB and the SD card slot, and of course all these connections. You gotta be careful as you pop this off so you don't break them off the motherboard. Sometimes it wants to be stubborn. Now that that's off, we just set that off to the side for now. The hard drive is under this rubber piece right here. Now if you notice, you got the strap that goes across that runs the USB and the SD card reader there. But you got to remove that. To do so, you can use your fingernail and lift up on this black little tab there, and that'll allow you to move that strap out of the way. And get the hard drive out. You gotta pull those two pieces out. They're attached to the rubber piece here. And to do so, you just slide the hard drive back. Sometimes it's a little tight. Once it's slid back, it'll slide out of there, and you just lift it up and out. Now you just take it out of the rubber sleeve and set that aside for the moment. That's the old hard drive. And I told you, when you use, like, if you need to use something to help pry the bottom off of this, you got to be careful, because you notice there's the speaker wire here. That when you're popping it, if you're going too far, you could cut that, and then your internal speakers won't work. And there's a number of other things here that could be damaged if you don't know what you're prying on. I never take this out of the static sleeve until I know I'm ready to put this in to the machine. Now here we go. We're going to put this back in again. Now we've got to make sure you know which way this comes off, because it has to go back on the same way to go back in again. if you do mess up, all you gotta kind of do is, because it only go in one way. You see, if that lines up with that. It does. If you try going this way, it won't. Now to put it back in again, put it in the rubber sleeve. Like so. This is a HDD 1 terabyte hard drive, 7,200 RPM. Now, flip it in. Like so. And slide it to the right. So that way, until it goes into this until it's fully into the connector. And then push those in. That keeps it locked into place. Now we gotta reattach this strap. To do that, you gotta kind of slide it into the opening. Sometimes it's not easy. And just lock that down. Just give it a little tug to make sure it stays put. And while I'm here, if you're interested, this is where the memory is. This is the memory stick that's in it. This is stock 8 gigabytes. This is another slot. I could actually add another 8 gigabyte stick. Give this laptop can take up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, which at some point I'm planning on putting a new upgrading it to the 16. While you have it off, you can always just look around and examine it. This is the fan. While you're here, if you have compressed air, you can blow it out and just clean it out since it's open already. So now we got that in. This is this is just a little button battery here, and helps to keeps the clock running while there's no other power in it. So now we put it back together. This little space here, that's actually where the CD-ROM will go in. It connects into there, and there's the screw that holds it in. So when you go to put it back together, kind of gotta keep it to the side there a little bit, because when you drop it in, you gotta work it in so that way it allows those to go into the slot. Once you get everything lined up, and go around the edge. Make sure it snaps itself down. Now we can put the screws back in. You don't have to do it right this second, but don't forget to put your CD-ROM drive back in. Just so you know, this is the hinge area for the lid for this screen on this. Which is probably why they hid these screws here. Thinking if you're gonna pull too hard, you're gonna either break the screen, a wire, or break or something. So that way, because they want you to look stupid, having to go and spend $100 or more because of labor charges just to have HP put a hard drive in. You just shut them down until they just start to snug up just a little bit. So we'll make sure everything's seated. I got this hard drive off of Amazon, by the way. Okay, now I'll go around, tighten everything up. That's basically it. Now, what I'll do is I'll flip it over. Go around one more time, make sure everything's snapped all the way around. Put the battery pack back in, like that, so the battery don't pop back out by accident, and you're done. Basically, it in a nutshell is how to replace a hard drive in an HP Windows 10 laptop. I hope this helps you, and thanks for watching. So long.